Drawing inspiration from your own life to create art can be challenging. Whether you think your life is boring, or you feel like you live in an ugly place, or maybe you just struggle to take what you feel and see and experience and turn it into something on the page, I think every artist struggles with this at some point in the creation process. The easiest way, I think, to start drawing inspiration from your own life to create art is to keep a travel sketchbook. Or in my case, just travel with your regular sketchbook. I don't really need to tell you why everyone loves to travel, but I will. We all list traveling as one of our hobbies when we're filling out a personal questionnaire, because we love seeing new places or trying new foods or experiencing things that make us feel alive, and travel is such an easy way to do that. Of course, there are varying degrees of this. Some of us travel to South America with just a duffel bag to go bungee jumping off of bridges, and others of us drive for 3 hours to a similar beach location to where we live to stay in a fancy RV. I did the latter. But the reason why starting with your travels as a means to draw inspiration for your art is so easy is because when you're traveling, you're already curious and paying attention to your surroundings way more. In your house, your backyard, the familiar streets of your own city, you are slightly numb to what you see because you see it all the time. Time erodes awareness of, meaning the more you see and experience something, the more unaware and uninterested you become in it. It's why we buy a new mug even though we have 80 at home. It's why when you've been dating someone for a while, the butterflies go away. Being curious and alert to the world around you is the secret sauce to drawing inspiration from your life to create art. So what better time to practice than when you're naturally in that state while you're traveling? The world is new and everything is beautiful because you're in a place that you've never been before, or maybe been very infrequently. What you draw from your travel experiences could be really philosophical and highbrow and very formal, or it could be simple. In my case, it's just a sketchbook page with a few illustrations from my family's annual 4th of July camping trip. One of my biggest barriers when I first started trying to create art while traveling was time. I like to do a lot and stay moving and discovering when I travel, and so does my family. So most of the time, I would only have a few minutes to do some sketching. For some artists, that's enough time. I definitely have seen that all over the internet, people creating something really cool and interesting in just a few minutes. But I'm slow, and I always struggled with half-finished illustrations that just didn't feel rewarding. So I started giving myself permission to just finish the art at home. If I was sketching a sailboat zipping across the bay and then it's my turn to kayak, you best believe I'm putting the sketchbook away and hopping in the kayak. In my opinion, there's no point in missing out on kayaking with otters just to finish a mid-painting of a sailboat. And that's true in almost every scenario. I will start a sketch based on something that I see. I will then take a picture of the subject and just finish the art later based on the photo, which is exactly what I did the day after I returned from the trip and what you are watching now. This isn't a very romantic way to create art from your travels. It is far more appealing and exciting to create a finished work of art with the subject right in front of you so that you can capture the cool video and blah blah blah. But this is a realistic way to do it, in a way that allows you to still experience everything that you want to experience while you're traveling and create some art from it. As I was finishing this spread, I was battling the voices in my head so hard. I don't know what was going on, but they were raging and they were loud. This is too simple. It's not interesting enough. It's not unexpected. The illustrations aren't harmonious. No one wants to see your vacation doodles, Karissa. Why are you filming this? Etc, etc, etc. The internet is so good and bad for artists. I have so many opinions about this. On the one hand, it's incredible that I can create art and share it online for free. Even just a few decades ago, the barrier for entry was so much higher and there was so much less opportunity. What an absolute privilege it is that I get to share my art with you. On the other hand, the internet is full of algorithms that just feed you anything and everything it thinks you're interested in, which in my case means I see art and art-related content all the time. While there are some instances where this is nice and even enjoyable, most of the time it's really overwhelming. The opportunities we have to compare ourselves, our work, our pace, our skills are through the roof. You could be the strongest person in the world when it comes to comparison, and I think you would still struggle after 30 minutes online. I think you take that struggle with comparison and pair it with the vulnerability that comes with creating something and then sharing it, and you've got quite a battle before you. Creating anything takes courage. Sharing it online takes even more. If you are doing either one, I salute you. I don't have a poetic, neat ending for my thoughts about art and the internet. I think, like so many things in life, there is good and bad to come from it, and there needs to be balance, and it needs to be viewed as a tool and not an end-all be-all for a means to success. And generally speaking, you probably need more space from it than you think you do. If you think you can handle a certain amount, dial it back even more, because that's probably what you need. You probably just need more space from it. I know I do. The comparison game is so hard. I find myself falling into that trap all the time in every area of my life, and especially when it comes to the art that I create. Just know that you're not the only person who struggles with comparing what you do or who you are with strangers on the internet. Everyone else is struggling with that as well, including me. And I would say just keep trying. Keep being brave, keep showing up every day. Some days will be better than others. Some days I feel crippled by comparison, and other days I couldn't be bothered by what other people are doing. And you know what? On those good days, I just run full speed ahead, and on the bad days, I take it a little bit slower. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little trip recap, sketchbook doodling, my deep thoughts about the internet video. I really appreciate you being here, watching, commenting, subscribing. It all means so much. It really does mean the world to me that you would care enough to take time out of your day to watch this. Keep creating. Keep being brave, and I will see you in the next video.